The universe, such a vast place, with all of the planets, all in alignment. We still have the planet Earth, so beautiful and full of life, yet so full of death and destruction. And I, Megalator, vow to erase the planet. When I think of all the human scum that run free on the planet, I get so mad I want to write a very stern letter to all their parents. In this video, we're going to cover all the basics to editing in green screen in Final Cut Pro 10. Now let's get started. Now today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about green screen editing in Final Cut Pro 10. Sorry Adobe users. But basically what I want to do is I want to break this video up into 3 different parts because there's a lot to editing in green screen, chroma key being the technical term for it. So what I want to do is I want to give you the basics in the first video, in this video. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we're on Final Cut Pro now. And what I want to do is I'm going to go over some of the basics with you. I've already got my project started. It's just about completed. It's like halfway completed, but this is my project. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and show you where I make my project. So you see I have right here Crazy Black Filmmaker Episode 3 Megalator, right? So that's that one. So the way that I made this project is I went up here, hit edit, hit file, then I hit new, and then I hit project, right? If I want to do a whole new episode, I would do new library so I can keep everything separate. So here's the project, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'll just call it Meg, right? Okay, so if I was making a new project, I would hit OK, and then see that project will be here now, right? So say if I wanted to add something into that project, right? I would go here to File, New, and then now it's not a library, not a project, but it's an event in the project. So I would hit Event, and then let's just say, okay, that's a library Megalator, right? And then these are the projects inside the library of Megalator. So I would just call this one Show. Okay. Whoops. Let me hit that again. SHOW. Okay, so I would, in the Megalator library, I have an event which is like a clip called Show, where my clips will be for the show. So I will hit OK, and now I will put all my clips here for show. So okay, let's just go back. All right, I'm going to get rid of this, move to trash. Okay, so I have Megalator, right? The project. So if I look under here, here's the sound, right? Because it was this day. I have different things that I use inside of this episode. Moon music, sound, everything. All right, arm, I'm not going to show you that. Close-ups. Okay, now I want to show you this here. So I wanted this for the purpose of close-ups. When I think of all the human scum that run free on the planet. All right, I didn't want that one close-up. I kind of, I just used what I wanted to use, but this here is what I use for close-ups. I did different poses, okay, in front of my green screen. You can see here I'm in front of my green screen, right? So let me show you how you can do a close-up, okay? So I go ahead and I yellow out the area. Now, if you want to yellow out a certain area that you want to edit in, you hit the I key for in, and then you go ahead and play, and you let it go as long as you want it to go, and then Wherever you want it to stop, you hit O for out. So you just don't have a lot of footage down here. And then you hit the Q key and it goes down. You see that? Okay. So wherever you want your footage to drop, you bring your cursor to where you want it to drop. You make sure you yellow it out and then you hit Q. And now the footage is there. Okay. So now the footage is here, right? Okay, so say if I wanted a close-up of this shot right here, right? What I would do is I would go ahead and back it up a little bit, and I hit the J key to back it up, and then I will hold down Command and hit B for blade. Now I hit the blade, oops, Command Z to straighten that out. I want to go back a little farther, so Command Z corrects, it undoes anything that you do. So Command Z, and let me back it up a little bit, yellow the clip, Command B, blade, then move up over here, yellow the clip out, Command B. So now I'm in this clip. I want to make this clip, I want to do a close-up on my face here, right? So this takes that you have a decent camera. You know, I use a GoPro, which has an excellent lens for doing close-up like this. So you yellow out the clip, and then right here, you see this arrow, hit this arrow down, you got transform, crop, and distort. I'm going to hit transform, and then you see the border that's going around the picture, the knobs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch it out. And as a matter of fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit Command Z, undo. Okay, what I'm going to do first actually is I'm going to crop it so I don't have just that extra footage. So I'm going to crop it all the way here because I'm only going to use the face. So I'm going to crop this all the way. Oops. Crop it there. And then I'm going to bring it up here and then bring it down right there. Bring it in kind of tight. Okay, so then you hit done, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click transform and I'm going to blow the picture up. See that? Close up, right? And then I hit done. Okay, so now let's look at it. Okay, all right, so I have that close up there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here, and I'm just trying to show you. You see where the picture is? You're gonna be using this one a lot and this one a lot, but this one here is where the chroma key filter is. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to hit the green screen for this. I'm going to hit keyer, but I'll just put K-E. And there's the keyer. You drag that over and you drop it on there. Okay, now you see how around the face is a little bit white? It's a little bit white, right? What you want to do is you want to make sure that it's completely all the way black and you fill in all the holes. So you have to just play around with it. You see that? Okay, so what I did was I left click on this, and then when I brought it over, you see the little square that's on there now? And then I brought it over, and then I held the left key down and I dragged it down. You might have to drag it to the left, to the right. You have to play around with each frame is different. So that's how you straighten out the backgrounds for the chroma key. So let's say we're going to put stars behind them, right? So we'll go ahead and get the stars and we'll bring those down here, put those underneath. So what I want to do to make these stars come out, you see in the background how the stars only come to a certain point. Well, you want to make sure that they're all the way filling in the whole scene. So you hit yellow, you hit this to yellow it out, click it, and then you hit transform, and then you go ahead and stretch that out, and then you see the whole background. And if you need to do it like that, you can. Okay, so see there? Okay, now the other thing that you want to do is chroma key the next part so stars are in there as well. Okay, now do you see on this screen how the lights in the background is all in this picture? So what we're going to do, once again, we're going to first do this. You see that part there where the green screen is kind of, you can see the cloth, so you want to fix that. Left click, come over here, fix that. Left click, hold down the left key when you're stretching it out there, like that. And then I'm left clicking the whole scene because I'm going to first crop it. Whoops. To grab that little piece there. Left, with the left key on the mouse, you grab the, there we go. And grab it in there. And then grab the top. And voila, there you have it. So you can see what it looks like. See, okay, now I want to say you want to make it a little smoother. You go over here to your transitions right here, the little two pyramids that are facing each other. And for the transitions, you want to, say if you want to make your scene look a little smoother, so you can go over here to your scene and make it look a little smoother. Now cross dissolve, that is your friend. Okay, that is the one that you're going to use most of the time for your transitions. All the others are kind of distracting. So you see that? All right, I drug it over and put it on. Now watch. See how smooth that was? That was smooth. Okay, all right. So let's just say you wanted to lighten up the scene. You wanted to just say you want to lighten or darken this image, right? So what you want to do is you go to video, right? And you go down to your color wheel, color correction, click that. And say exposure. Let's just say if the exposure wasn't that good, see how you can brighten it or darken it all the way to nothing. So you can kind of bring it in a little bit, whatever. You see what I mean? And then the saturation is for the colors. Okay. So if you want to make it a little bit, you see, if you want to make it black and white, or if you want to make the colors a little richer, put it there. And then if you want to go to the details of the aspects of the colors, now, you can go to your different colors here. You can play around with it. You can do whatever you want to do. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to give you the keystrokes. The key commands really do help you when it comes to editing, rather than doing everything manually. So right now I'm going to make this smaller so I can see my project. So I'm going to hit Command and the minus sign, minus. You see that? Okay. And in the description box, I will give you a download for the PDF for command keys. Okay.
Such a bad.
All right. So let me erase this. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through this, and then we're going to look for any little thing that we can straighten out in this. All right.
The universe.
And you can make it bigger too if you want to.
Such a vast place.
So what you want to do is you want to look in all this background here. You want to look all along here to make sure that everything looks good all around here. Okay.
With all of the planets all in alignment, we still have the planet Earth, so beautiful and full of life, yet so full of death and destruction. And I, Megalator, vow to...
Do you see anything here? Okay. Okay, do you see anything? You see that line there? That's bothering me. See those lines there? That's bothering me. And that could be fixed because those lines have to do with these clips. Okay, so we're going to go down here and see what's making those lines. All right, so we're going to click this clip, yellow, and then we're going to hit transform. Okay, so it's not this one. You see the lines? Okay, so you can hit done, right? Now we're going to go to this clip, and then we're going to hit transform and see. Nope, it's not that one either. Okay, we're going to go down. Well, I bet it's this one. All right, we're going to hit transform. Okay, it's not that one. Okay, let's go down to this clip. It must be this one. Okay, I can move that up a little. No, that's fine. I click that one.
The planet, when I think of all the humans.
Okay, now I know you saw that. Okay, let's back it up now. What I'm doing is I'm hitting the arrows. I'm not relying on this because this makes it really difficult. You see this by my heel there, and now the arrow keys are on the right hand side of your keyboard. Now I'm going frame per frame. Ah, look at that. Okay, now you see that, right? Clear as day. That's a real cleanup that we need to do on this green screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the clip first of all, okay? And then what I'm going to do, let me hit done. Whenever you see done there, click that. Okay, so I have the clip highlighted and I hit that. Now we have to be careful. Oh. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't change up anymore. Perfect.
Scum that run free on my planet. I get so mad. I want to write a very stern letter to all their parents.
Okay, looks good. Let me just look at it. Look through this here. Now what you can do is, if you want to look through your project real fast without having to play it over again, you can grab the arrow here. You can grab the cursor here at the top and then just drag it over and just check it out. Check it all out. Make sure there's no errors, anything that stands out. Okay, that kind of bothers me there. That little piece. Okay, let's back it up. Okay, so this is a really tricky area because it's at the bottom, like by the legs, and there's like only a small space here. So I'm gonna show you what type of issues you may have with it, but you just have to. This comes the patience part. Okay, so I come over here and now I hold down the left click. I hold that down. Now see, as soon as I clicked it, this top part messed up again. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna focus. Okay, you see that? I got that bottom part all the way good. Now I'm gonna do the top part again. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna go all right. Let me stop there.
I'm gonna run free of my planet. I get so mad I want to write a very stern letter to all their parents.
Okay.
The universe.
Okay, now let me look through it again. So you see how I go through the clips here, how I go through it. And I'm going through the whole thing to make sure that I got it all covered. And you know, this is really there's a clip. You see that? I see what clip it is. See that line there? Bam, it's that clip. Okay, so now let's find this clip. Okay, we can straighten that out. Easy. Okay, let's see.
When I think of all the human scum that run free of my planet, I get so mad I want when I think of all the to erase the planet.
Okay, so it looks like it goes in and out. But let's go here, hit transform. Let's just stretch it up a little bit. I kind of want to get those boots in there. I like that look. Okay, let's put it here. Okay, yeah, I just like the look. You know, it just depends on your editing choice. I like the way it looks with the whole body in the shot with the boots and everything. Okay, so let's see how it looks now.
And I, Megalator, vow to erase the planet when I think of.
Oh, okay, now I got that all there. And I want to show you this one, this clip. Let's see, okay, this is the clip, and then so this is the keyer, this is the green screen for it. Now see, this is the green screen off. This is what it looks like with the green screen.
With all of the planets, all in
there.
Such a vast place.
Green screen on.
With all of the planets, all in alignment, we still have the planet Earth.
I want to show you how I did that too. This is something that you could do with any clip. I usually do it with pictures, you know. But you see how
such a vast place.
You see how the character slides to the side a little bit? Watch.
With all of the planets, all in alignment, we still
see how the character moves. Okay, so what I did, the way you do that is you go to crop, and then you hit Ken Burns, and then the direction, you know, you just keep messing with it. Like you move it, and then you move it back, and
all in alignment.
See that? Okay, so I hit done, and now it's back.
Such a vast place. I'm gonna run free of my planet. I get so mad I want to write a very stern letter to all their parents.
Okay, so that's pretty much the basics of chroma key. I'm going to get into more of the detail of putting it all together in the next video. I want to let everybody know who's watching this that I give classes on editing. Now I cover all the basics of editing in Final Cut Pro 10. What I do is I schedule time and I remotely access your computer, and you have Final Cut Pro 10 on, and I walk you through each step as if I were there. So you could be in Florida, New York, you could be overseas, you could be anywhere. I'm in California, you could be anywhere. $75 per class, and the classes are an hour and a half, and I cover all the basics. Organizing your footage, how to do that, your transitions, timing of your cuts, saving your files, chroma key, we learned that one today, titling, color correction, and sound correction. If this is something you're interested in, email me here at the email below, and I'll get back with you, and we can schedule a time and we can go ahead and do the class. Until next week, Be safe, be well, be creative, and keep filming away.
Peace.
Everything that I spoke of in this video, the links are in the description box, from the lighting that I use, the camera I use, the microphone, and all the information that you need is in the description box, the link below. And most importantly, subscribe!